Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 3 of our AODA compliance month for October. This month, we're talking about the accessibility guidelines and how it applies to maybe your business or other businesses. And we've got our special guest, Tracy Bento, joining us once again. Welcome, Tracy.
Hi, Jason. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, Tracy, we were using a lot of buzzwords and acronyms and different terminology last week, and can seem confusing, but this is a really important topic. So we want to go into a little deeper, and we're going to talk today about WCAG 2.0 and how to comply with that. Tell us what WCAG 2.0 even means, why it's important, and how we can start moving our companies toward compliance.
So the WCAG 2.0 is an internationally accepted standard for web accessibility. It's developed by the World Wide Web Consortium, so the W3C. So the W3C is an international team of experts that have actually created these standards and guidelines for accessibility. And so when you follow these guidelines that have been set out by the WCAG, you're just ensuring that everyone can easily access your website and its content.
Tell us about these different levels and what does that actually mean?
So there are different levels that have been set out by the WCAG. It's the A, AA, and the AAA, and those are just the levels of compliance that a website can reach. The AODA sets the standard for websites in Ontario, and this is for any newly created or refreshed website. WCAG level A must be reached. Once you have achieved level A compliance, you will then need to meet level AA compliance. At this time in Ontario, meeting level AAA is actually not required, but you need to keep in mind that reaching a level AAA compliance across an entire website is not required in Ontario right now, and it's also not likely achievable. But if some of your pages or some of your content on your website does reach a level AAA compliance, you can actually note this in your accessibility statement.
So you talk about the accessibility statement. We are in the habit of for all of our clients, making sure that we include, for example, a privacy statement, which is important for any website that's collecting people's information. How does that apply in an accessibility statement? Like what kind of things do you need to feature in there?
So an accessibility statement is a document that outlines the accessibility levels and the standards that your website reaches. So this statement will also outline any areas that you cannot reach those standards according to the WCAG compliance. In this case, even when you cannot comply, some of this stuff can be a simple map. You're still able to post the content. So you're still able to have a map on your website, even though it doesn't meet the WCAG compliance. But if someone were to ask, so say a user were to ask for this map, you would have to provide an accessible format for them.
Well, great. I appreciate you sharing all this with us again today, Tracy. I think this is very valuable information for our audience. Can you tell us a little bit of insight about what we're going to be talking about next week?
So next week, we'll be talking about the case for accessibility in businesses. So even if you don't fall into those categories where you're a public sector business or you're a business that has more than 50 employees, we're just going to be talking about why it benefits you to be accessible. And that will be what we'll be talking about next week, and we hope you enjoy it.
I can't wait. And as a sneak peek, I'll just say Google. If Google is important to you, this will be something you should listen to. To our audience, if you have any questions about this or you'd like to have a consultation, you can book a call with us right in my calendar, or just reach out through email or fill out a form or give us a call, whatever you like. Look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great one, everybody.